Mass production and consumption of cheap and disposable stuff contributes to ecological disbalance.
Why the fuck you just keep this?
This ecological balance is necessary to secure comfortable living conditions for humans. And I like human comfort. And face it, you like it too. That is why, as a protest against this ridiculousness, I'm gonna take my friends' kids' toys and then repair them in a hardcore way. Basically, I'm milking children's reaction to get views on the internet. I've promised to repair this dinosaur about a year ago. You see, I wanted Lona, its master, to reach the middle step of the grease cycle. This way, I could milk the most excitement of... No, I just sort of forgot.
Now, to use this future technology to repair something, there are two methods to keep in mind. 1. Try to find the part first on Thingiverse. In my case, I need an ass of Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, I found one and then exported it into this noob-friendly 3D modeling thing, Tinkercad. After a little bit of fiddling, I deleted the unnecessary part of the dinosaur.
I deleted the unnecessary part of the dinosaur.
The second method that comes handy when manufacturing your own spare parts is the one that I use to fit the tail onto my specific dino. First, photograph the object or the missing bit. I mean, you don't have it, that's why you make it. I mean, it does make sense. In my case, anus of a dinosaur, and then measure the height and width of it. Then, go to your vector program and retrace the contours of the thing. Export it as SVG and shove it into Tinkercad. Adjust again the width and the height, and that's just basically it. I made my own part this way for this vise and made key to remove this soap dispenser. It's not like there is next pandemic coming, right? I did it to replace it for a donation box so people can give us money when they leave our public repair space. Now the print came out alright, but the balance is still a thing. I tried to fill the tail with bolts to counterbalance, but surprisingly, one cannot fix everything with bolts. The balance was necessary for it to work, but the controller was broken and I also couldn't figure how to fix it, so I eventually just made a nicer tail that will make it forever a fossil fuels independent fossil.
I mean, it's like a dinosaur and fossil. You don't have to charge it now. So
yeah, I mean, it still works. Now, for the teeth face, I first had to get a needle. And then sew it as well as I could.
This tractor isn't missing a wheel, it's missing a tank. Inspired by the Ukrainian farmers that are long-term borrowing Russian occupants' military equipment, I thought that Gustav, the owner of the tractor, would love to see a tank behind it. So I completely remade this once-a-digger into a tank and then hooked it behind it. Then I realized that tanks fucking suck. Now, the next bit may be useful for you, cause you, surely as a recycling and illuminated citizen, should know that next time you're in need of disposing of military equipment or a kettle or anything that consists of a variety of materials, to extract the plastic it probably partially consists of is it's an expensive process. So nobody really bothers to do it, maybe a child slave, but so it usually ends up on landfill or an oven, which is a shame. But this stuff, this is ABS, most probably, I really don't know. Beautiful, strong, durable, UV-resistant material, good stuff. You would be better off to shred it in this industrial machine, then melt it in Villachstruder into a 3D printable filament and then print something new from it, like a tank, or the new parts for the tractor, which I did. Plastic is good. One reason why we moved to this sick-ass new space is that we can fit here precious plastic machines that will enable us to locally start to recycle plastic. So we can take stuff that we can't repair, like the controller, and shred it, make it into something new, and this is the tractor. All good things come in three: beginning, middle, and the end. Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, triangles. But anyways, I didn't have a third thing for this video to repair, so I asked all my friends that have kids, hey, could I milk your kids' reaction to get views on the internet? And
once it's closed.
yes. Somehow, yeah, but then I realized I have a child, and he broke this Land Rover about 18 months ago. That I repaired it, and this is how he managed to destroy it again. So, does it even have a sense to repair it? I recently broke my DSLR. I figured that to fix it, I would have to replace the motherboard. or let someone else do it, minimizing the chances of me fucking it up. Yet, at the same time, the same 6-year-old camera second-hand would go for an even better, brand new, entry-level DSLR. So, if you as a consumer have to choose between buying a brand new, shiny, inner void filling thing or getting the old one repaired for 80% of the price of the new one, you're probably gonna choose to buy the new thing. And that's like fancy DSLR. What about toys, dishes, furniture, clothes, umbrellas, and other knickknacks that would otherwise cost maybe 15 euros, but to repair them, somebody would have to spend hours to do it. How much do you think you would have to pay them to repair such a thing? So you buy a new thing, thus feeding the ridiculousness of mass consumption and production that is endangering your comfort. There is a solution. Solution though. But before that, let me finish the Land Rover. The main thing the child wants is for it to drive. So I just bolted the car, thus squeezing the wheels so the axle would go freely again. When a product is designed so that anyone with how convenient, screwdriver and a 3D printing library can fix it, well, then you don't need an expert to spend hours and hours basically charging you as much as a new thing would cost. Now, I'm about to fail to sit on a chair that is behind me, but what I was trying to say is that circular design saves you money, allowing you to repair things yourself, and easily repairable stuff equals greater chances for your ass to live here comfortably. Circular design. Circular. See, I'm spinning, referring to this, that it's circular, like it's... Yeah. I'm a father after all. Right. Haha. The reactions of the children. There you go. Lona, laten we spelen. Initially, Gustav didn't care, but later he put up a good sandbox fight for it. My kid was just happy because it's just another car in his park. Yeah.